Micah, but I couldn't tell what it was. I checked out the crane and everything seemed okay.
What did Tatum do about the squatters?
Basically anything. I told him about it multiple times.
Will you please read your witness statement line 58, please?
Even though we had put up a fence, squatters were still milling around and tools were being left everywhere. During our morning meeting that one day on August, I bit the bullet and confronted Tatum and Zillas about the huge risk we were taking.
Did you put up a fence?
No, Zillas did.
Was the fence safe?
No, anybody can easily come over that fence.
If you stayed out of the fence, you wouldn't be in any danger, correct?
Yes.
Did you start mindlessly signing paperwork? Can you please read your witness statement line 63?
Mindlessly signing paperwork and sorting through the junk mail while I waited for the nightmare to end. I still had one fear.
Did you stop caring about your job?
Yes, when Zillas took over.
So you could have missed the letter from the city since you were mindlessly looking over paperwork.
Can you please restate the question?
So you could have missed the letter from the city since you were mindlessly looking over paperwork, correct?
I don't believe I have any knowledge on this.
But you could have. Maybe, since you were mindlessly.
Objection, Your Honor. The witness's character or reputation has not been put in issue.
Overrule the objection. I don't think it called for a response as to his character.
Could you have missed the letter from the city since you were mindlessly signing paperwork?
Me and Zillas were the one that created the letter.
Would you please answer that question yes or no?
I don't know if I can state it in a yes or no fashion.
What does mindlessly signing paperwork mean?
Objection, Your Honor. Counsel is asking for a statement made to answer.
Your Honor, it was in his witness statement.
And if that was something to throw in the witness stand, then I think he's entitled to ask on cross-examination about that.
So, what does mindlessly signing paperwork mean?
Doing bills, signing business things.
What does mindlessly mean more specifically?
Mindless would mean not thinking about it.
Did Micah know how to operate the crane pipe mill?
Of course, he has almost 18 years of exclusive experience.
So, she is an expert on pipe fill.
Of course.
Were you an expert on pipe fill?
No, I was an expert on site supervising.
Were the panels overweight?
Yes, I had knowledge about this.
Was Micah concerned?
He was concerned for a minute.
Were you worried about lifting on August 31st?
I had major concerns about lifting. The high winds and overweight panels were just two red flags for extreme disaster, and Zillas did not seem to care.
Did you think it was a mistake?
Can you please restate the question?
Did you think it was a mistake to lift?
Yes.
Were you an expert on pipe fill?
No.
So you couldn't be sure whether it was a mistake or not.
I have reasonable judgment.
You didn't report that you saw squatters around pipe fill to Micah, even though she was an expert?
They were everywhere. Everyone could see the squatters. They weren't hiding.
Did you see a squatter on August 31st?
I saw multiple.
Hmm?
I saw multiple.
Did you tell Micah?
I told Zillas.
You didn't report. You said you were worried about lifting on August 31st. Why were you so worried?
Because, as I said earlier, the roof panels were overweight and it was super windy. Zillas didn't seem to care at all. That's why I was worried.
Will you please read line 62 through 66 of your witness statement?
This nervously, I just sat in my office and mindlessly studying paperwork and sorting through junk mail while I waited for the nightmare to end. I had read this before.
Did you keep going to 66?
I still had one fear, the big lifts at the end of August. Shortly before they were scheduled, Hurricane Isaac hit the Gulf Coast. I was terrified, not because of the danger it posed, but the workers. But for the fact that if the torrential rains came before the roofing panel place, months of effort we'd lost. Tatum was determined to get the overweight roofing panels in place before this happened.
So you didn't really care about the workers' safety?
No, that was Zillas. I cared everything about the workers. I'm one of the best site supervisors in the area. Of course I would care about anybody's workers.
Did you